energy, boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic enersal, energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic.
So Ravindra, who was taken for 10 runs in the first over, gets the wicket of the very first ball. And that was a swinging ball on the leg stump, went through his legs. Forget about going behind the stump, legs. A fantastic shot, boundary off the back foot. Beautifully done. Ravindra, whose first over went for 10 runs, he bowled a beauty. The ball in which he got a wicket was the ball which was pitched up. This one was a good ball but slightly short and width was an offer. What a very good shot to get off the mark. Fantastic. So a very good over in which he took a wicket and 4 runs were conceded. 22 runs at the end of this over. Oh, that was very well bowled. So Vikas, who bowled a maiden in the first over, gave away 9 in the second, comes back to bowl his third over. So mixed over, we can say. Hitesh was looking good, but he was dismissed by a swinging ball by Ravindra. Ravindra, what a good ball that was. Two very good bowlers as the opening bowlers for Just Cricket. Vikas Singh, this is what he does. Bowls with a straight pace, mostly an up and down bowler, but bowls with a lot of energies, man. And this ground has been his hunting ground. As I say, the last season I have seen him getting people bowled out almost every match. The US one was taking people bowled out 3 times, 4 times, maybe 3 wickets when he got people bowled out. Leg stump, middle stump, off stump, all 3 stumps he used to uproot in an innings. So he's a bowler who can bowl with different angles, different pace. Best part about his bowling is he'll have a lot of energy even if he's bowling in the fourth over. In the fourth over of his spell, if you ask him to bowl 4 consecutive overs, he'll still bowl the last ball of the fourth over with the same energy and vigor. So you have some very good players in this team. Even this is a very good contest. It's Vijay Singh. We can see over here. We also have Rabindra, a very senior cricketer of the team. So this team you will find some exceptional performances. At times they make some basic errors. So that kind of team is JC. That's beautiful change of pace. Very well run by the left-hander. Piyush moves on to 11. Oh, that's a wonderful day. That's really close. That maybe sliding down the leg side would be the question with the angle which it comes in. Yeah, that's what the umpire says, sliding down the leg. That's a sign of a very good umpire explaining what exactly had happened over there. What a good shot this is, drifting down the leg side. Fortunately, they had a fielder protecting that ball. Rabindra bowling his third over. Vikas has bowled his third over actually. These two bowlers, very rarely do you find two bowlers bowling all the 6 overs of the power play. Vikas and Rabindra, of course, Rabindra, one of the senior most players, but when you look at his bowling technique or when you look at his line and length, it will be always the same. So you will always find him pitching the ball in the right areas, and he is one such reliable bowler whom you can rely of, like bowling those 4 very good overs. He has done that. He has got one very big player of such. Hitesh was looking good, was dismissed by a ball which was pitched up. What a good shot! This is fabulously hit. Again, there is some protection over here. These two both batsmen are looking good. Piyush has especially looked better, but the short pitch play, right-hander played, was so graceful to watch. Oh, that's very well bowled. Oh, this is very well bowled. What a shot! This is shot of a lot of authority. Brilliant hit. Wasn't pitched up. Wasn't the ball which was short. It is just like tennis forehand cross court. What a shot that is. Lot of power and strength in that shot. What a good shot that was. The ball just went off the park, and Rabindra has bowled well. He has kept it tight, but even he has been at such a good quality of set of players. This is Ddpl is a very strong team, a very nice team. Hitesh was looking so good. He got out. Then Piyush and Jigar. Jigar, what a delightful stroke he hit. That square cut for a boundary. And now Piyush is just showing his masterclass. Oh, this is a cracking cover drive. No one's going to stop one. This will race away. In fact, there is a protection over there. I thought this was just going for a boundary. Delightful stroke that was. Though it has gone for a single, left-handers always look more graceful than the right-handers. I don't know what the reason behind it, but Piyush, such a good shot. One shot of power and another shot of a wonderful grace and timing. So here, Piyush comes on strike. This is going to be so interesting. This is top class cricket. Two top teams competing against each other. We'll also have Vijay Singh at the in the second innings, who is a power hitter. Vikas Singh's overs were the highlight of their bowling attack. They got away with him, and he bowled a mid in the first over, which he bowled, and he gave away a few in the second over, and came back very well in the third over as well. So it's a balanced kind of power play. In fact, the fielding team, Just Cricket, should be happy because these three quality players at the top, Piyush, Hitesh, and Jigar, they have managed to keep them quite at 34, which is quite an achievement to say. Because Piyush looks to be a very compact and a very decent batsman. So was Hitesh, who was looking very good. And also, the man on the other end, he seems to be a very, very good player. What a beautiful Yorker that was. Wonderfully played. It's not always hitting those boundaries and sixes. You should be having a compact defense as well. He was caught actually, and I would say the footwork wasn't that great, but still he managed to get his back down on time. So that's a good sign of a good batsman. He was just got beaten by a very good ball. He actually defended it very well. So just took his time, went away, came back on strike again. This is again very well bowled. Piyush is trying to hit the ball very hard, and at times that's the reason you do not get proper timing on it. It's not always about power, it's not always about strength, it's all about your good proper cricketing shots, connecting them off the middle of the bat and placing them right. You need technique, you need temperament, you need talent, you need also some good placement along with all that. Technique, timing, talent, temperament, all four T's are needed, and along with it, you need a lot of patience. That's a gift, but wasn't able to convert that low full toss on the legs. Perhaps the line was fine just into that middle and off, which made it a little difficult for him to just turn it around the corner because there's no protection over there behind the fine leg region, I would say, where Vikas is a solitary fielder fielding at 45. Again, they have the same kind of field for the left-handed Piyush as well. So there is a chance of getting the runs right from that cow corner to the long leg. Instead, he goes and uses path. There are no fielders over there. That would be an easy brace. But that's the area, those acres of land where you can get a lot of runs. But there is wideish long off, and there is that cow corner. He's not in mid wicket. He's somewhere placed in that cow corner region. So there are acres of spaces to be covered. Almost, I would say, 120 degrees or so, which that right from third man. Pratik is here. Pratik, he is their coach. Piyush seems to be getting on with it. He wants to hit some big shots. You might see one be coming. Oh, that's down the leg side. Clearly down the leg side. Absolutely no chance over there. And wait for the umpire signal. Umpire says leg byes. So deja vu when it comes to fielding. The same mirror image is there for the left-hander and the right-hander. Same kind of feel. Just to the other end. Right and left. That's what a left-hand, right-hand combination does. Makes people work. Work physically, work mentally to change the line of the bowler as well. Oh, that is slash. That would be straight to the fielder. Vijay Singh. He is a fantastic batsman. We'll just wait and see how he goes. Even Pratik is here. Pratik is their bowling coach, I would say, fielding coach. Also somebody who gives them those tips. This is going to be a good contest because Ddpl is a very strong team and Just Cricket is known for playing some good brand of cricket. We saw Rabindra, we saw also Vikas bowling that first over. So those three bowlers were there. And also we have Datta over there. He is a very seasoned wicket keeper. You can see him when the team gets in trouble. Datta is one good batsman to take care. What a shot! Greeting the bowler on the very first ball. What a shot! The children over there are in the spot of bother. Thankfully, no one said. What a shot that is. That's completely out of the play park. What a shot from this man. The right-hander had played one delightful cover drive to open his account. And he got a strike after a lot of time. Jigger. That was a shot of lot of jigger, I would say. Fantastic hit. It's a very strong side, Ddpl. You will be witnessing some fantastic batsmanship and bowling also in this tournament. Oh, that is beautifully turned away. There is some work over there for Vikas. He comes in, does a good job. So Madhu is their premier player actually when it comes to batting and bowling, but he has been greeted by the sixer of the very first ball, and that's always good to target your opposition's best bowlers. Oh, that is beautiful. That's an opportunity. That would be wicket number 2. Oh my God. Can't be dropping those. He did not have to move to the left, did not have to move to the right. And you expect to take catches of these guys, especially when the other batsman at the other end has hit you for a big sixer. You expect people to take those catches. And it's a very good team. Arun won't be happy. He's a safe fielder, does not drop many, and can't be doing that. When your bowlers need some help, when both the batsmen are trying to go big, you need some help from your partners. That's going to be very expensive, I feel. He's still going for it. This is by trying to be a little greedy now. They got a sixer on the first ball. They almost got a reprieve in the previous ball, and he's going for it again. Can't be doing that on every ball. You can't be doing that. Can't be that greedy. That's nicely done. That's prudent batting. That's good cricket. That's how you should be playing your cricket. Not to be like hitting every ball. It's always good to make a statement, but you try to overdo it, you get into trouble. Arun Madhu, he is their premier all-rounder. Generally comes slow down 5, 6, 7 at times and just changes the game from there. Also, he's a very good off spinner. Tries to bowl those different kind of deliveries for an off spinner. The straighter one and also the quicker one. The more fly. This is flighted one, and this would be 4 runs. I think no. There's protection. That's a very good throw. Getting rid of it easily. That's more important. Just creating that doubt in the mind. The score at the end of this over is 51 for the loss of 1 wicket. So 11 runs in the previous over. It's Vishal Patil who comes in to bowl this over. 8th over in fact. Oh, that's not a good ball to start. That's 2 fielders over there. Cow corner and mid wicket. Mid wicket comes in. There's an opportunity. Is that trouble? Has he just made it? Somehow manages to make it. Piyush Patel is a big wicket because Piyush can be really destructive, and they have already dropped him once. Problem is he has played a couple of matches here in this week itself. Also, if these guys play all around Mumbai, so that would be a problem. Fatigue would be a big problem because I'm just seeing Piyush Patel for the 3rd time in this week on this ground over here. So in the last 7 days, he was thrice over here. So just understand the amount of cricket these guys are playing, and kudos to them, like keeping up with the pace of the cricket, also taking care of their respective businesses. And that's fine. I've seen him in that DATS tournament. Also, he's here again for the Smpl. Maybe he must be a part of the Big Bash even. So many times this guy has been on this ground for this last week. This is very well bowled. Vishal has bowled the perfect ball. A same ball, a same length can be effective or non-effective for different batsmen. Batsman who is just hanging back in the back on the back foot, trying to play some good shots, a ball which is pitched slightly ahead can be a good ball for him. Or the batsman who is on the run, mostly plays on the front foot, a good length ball, maybe a ball which is pitched up, can be a proper ball which can be troublesome for them. So you need to understand which length or which kind of ball is suitable for what kind of batsman. Piyush has a big reach, so anything on length also would go. That's what I'm talking. This is one bounce. Oh, this is good effort by the fielder. Great effort. The ball just skid off and it must have hurt him. At least he was courageous enough to face the ball. 100 out of 100 for effort over there, and he must be hurt. He's a very strong man over there. Is that Vikas? That's Harsh, I think, over there. He was so courageous. The ball just. Piyush comes on strike. Just so very interesting when this guy comes on strike against Vishal. Oh, he goes for it. This is superb. This is all the way. I think what a shot. That's what I said. This guy has a long reach. Anything pitched up, that's in his arc, is going to go. This guy is simply superb. He can bowl, he can bat, he's a fantastic fielder. Almost everything for a left-hander. Stands and plays like Akshar Patel, but he has a slightly more better quality than what he has in the Indian cricket team. The value of him, maybe more like Shakibul Hasan. That kind of player he is. Bat, bowl, field, everything. Piyush Patel. He goes for it. This is a chance. This is. Oh, that's again a good effort. He has got a lot of good fortune. The fielder has done everything right. But that's good. That's good by them. So good to see. So refreshing to see. The fielder is hurt. Piyush did not go for the third one because the fielder was injured. That is so good to watch. It's like almost in football when someone falls down, they just kick the ball out and restart. So good to see. So good to see. Refreshing to see such kind of things on. And this guy has been hurt very badly twice. He made a valiant effort to stop that one. He got hurt. And again for this catch he went. Again he must have got hurt. But he's still there, standing. He's down but not out. His chance will come. He'll take a few catches in the overs to come. I take my word. You can't be wanting another opportunity. This time he will take it. Take my word. Oh my God. Can't see that. The ball just chasing him. This was an easier one. But that can happen to someone. You drop one, many catches come your way, and you drop many. So unfortunate to see that. Such a good fielder. It's not his day today. Piyush Patel is just wants to hit every ball now. He is in that kind of mood. He is batting on that. But the only problem is he is going every ball aerial. He is a fantastic player even when he can go along the carpet. He can hit the areas where there are no fielders. He can go in air. So that is where he can go. Oh, that's beautifully done. What a shot that is. It does not about big making some big shots. He can use the width also. You can use make good use of his feet and play some delightful strokes even on the offside. So that makes him more dangerous. He's a very thin, wiry customer. You will not find him as one of the most athletic or the agile one, Piyush Patel. But when it comes to some batting technique and talent, he's right up there. You know, always love to see such people. And even this man, Jigar, he has looked very good. He has hit a boundary at a sixer, and he goes for it. This is an opportunity. This is a chance, but just over. That was a not a bad ball. Just converted it into. It was a big, almighty heave over. It's not an easy shot to execute. Take my word. Very good shot it was. Just cricket in just some kind of trouble over here. You might still go for it again. Arun Madhu. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. It was a ball which was dipping. That's the art of a off spinner. When the ball just dips, there is where you can say the bowler off spinner is doing a great job. And his ball was just dipping. It's not an easy art. Off spin bowling against right handers is not an easy job. Unless you have a very different action, you kind of bowl that carom balls or you bowl that dusra. The dusra also has an action which has some illegality into it, where you just turn your elbow or bend your elbow and bowl those away going deliveries. So he's a pure off spinner who does not rely on those dusra. Dusra generally are bowled with a illegal action, and he would have that carom ball. In fact, let's see. That was bowled slow. It was little short. The best part is they are attacking. They're one of the premier bowlers. This is always good. If you look at other batsmen, if you look at MS Dhoni and if you compare Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni used to play down or take care of the bowlers which are of highest quality. He used to target one or two bowlers which would be the weak link of the opposition. You will always find him scoring runs only in those kind of brackets. Not every bowler used to attack. Sachin was different. Sachin used to attack the best bowler of the opposition just to get their confidence down. Oh, that is beautifully done. What a shot this is. Wonderful classical improvisation giving him 4 runs. Up and over. Bowler may feel he has been done with, but that was a very good shot. That's the shot of being prudent. That's the shot of being wise, and that's the shot of being understanding where the field exactly is. That's what Surya Kumar Yadav does. You bring the third man in, he'll just hit you over that. You bring the third long leg in, he'll hit you as a scoop shot. You bring the mid wicket in, he'll hit you into that cow corner region. And if you get the covers in, he'll hit you up and over into that covers, that kind of sixer over there. That's what makes him special. And that was so close to being the second wicket. They looked so good, these guys. The score at the end of 80 runs, a massive 13 runs were scored in this over. 80 runs at the end of over number 10. Vishal Patil comes into bowl from the other end. This is 11th over. The first 10 overs, I would say, the batsmanship has been better. Also, a couple of catches were dropped, which should have been taken. And Piyush Patel has looked good. He has got 3 chances, to be fair. Oh, that's beautifully done. Nicely bowled. That's what they would like to bowl. Just keep it slightly tight. Fielder made a valiant effort. Actually, he dropped one easy one, but the other one was difficult, and one ball just scoot off and hit his chest. So that poor guy the ball was just chasing him, and the first 2 efforts were brilliant. He couldn't hold on to the catch, but the third one was easier. But once you start dropping a catch, your confidence goes down. Actually, he's a very decent fielder, but wasn't up to the mark today, and wasn't his day. Just I would say that. Oh, this is smashed. This is 6. Fabulous. That is a shot of the day for me. What a good shot. And pulling him in front of the mid wicket, that's not an easy shot. That's no way a heave. That's no way a shot of, I would say, an anger or agricultural shot. That's pure pull shot hit in front of the mid wicket. Not an easy shot to execute. Best shot of the day for me. What a brilliant shot that was. For me, the shot of the evening. Oh, that's beautiful change of pace. That's how you make a comeback. It's not the ball which is ball with anger. It's not the big bouncer. It's not the ball which is very quick or wayward ball trying to hit the stumps or just putting it with a lot of pace. Use his brain. Use his common sense. Use that grey matter. He might just bowl that quicker one now. Which he does. That's an opportunity. Very well bowled. Oh, that's time Vikas Singh takes it easily. That's a nice catch. Those are safe pair of hands. That big spectacle fellow is a very, very safe pair of hands. He was playing with fire, this man, but after a fantastic inning, Jigarbaz inning of Jigar comes to an end. Oh, so short cameo. Perhaps he should have continued because he was looking so good. That's how you make a comeback actually. The bowler, when he was hit for a sixer, the next ball he bowled the slower one, and the very next ball which he bowled was the ball which was bowled with little less pace, in fact for a little more pace but pitched up, not the short pitch ball which he had bowled where he offered width and also the short length. But a very good small cameo comes to an end. Perhaps an innings could have promised so much. Very good knock, this one. Could have been much better if he had stayed for a couple of more overs. He was deprived of strike for a lot of time. Yes, Piyush also was taking chances on the other end. This is some intriguing T20 encounter, this one. Some good bowling partners or bowling set of players, and also again some positive cricketing team when it comes to batting. Ddpl has looked as good as any batting unit in this tournament. That's down the leg side. That's what a wicket can do. That can break the momentum. That can give you that small window in which you can bowl those overs for not a lot of runs. So Vishal, with his nice use of common sense and some intelligent bowling, has got a wicket, put the break on the scoring, and has got a new man. That's outside the off stump. Good collection by the wicket keeper. Cannot persuade the umpire for not giving it a wide. That's what the keepers would do. Stand close, try and get the ball quickly close to the stumps. Datta is a very good fielder. In fact, wicket keeper. He's a very good batter as well. Wears the traditional kind of costumes, those pads and hat and helmets. That was short. But since the batsman is new to the crease, he will be getting away with it. 9 runs and a wicket of a player who was looking good, Jigar Shah, in this over. So Harsh was the fielder who was trying every bit of his quality and talent to get those catches. He let go one boundary when it was the ball just scooted off his chest. I won't say he let go that. That was a very, very difficult chance. Also, he dropped a couple of chances. He gets the chance to make. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. A lot of shoulder into this one. A lot of shoulder. This kind of bowlers, they rarely use the run up and all. They will not be ones with smooth run ups, nice clean action. These are the ones who use a lot of shoulder in their bowling. And there was a lot of effort in that ball. He is injured, take my word. His shoulders paining, his hands paining, his leg is being hurt. But this guy bowling with a lot of firepower. And he's just rightly asked Datta to go back. Because that was bowled with a lot of fire in it. Might just see him getting a knocking of few people. Well, that is pure pace. Maybe not the right line, but the length, the pace, a lot of energy into that ball. That's a big question whether he's really able to maintain that kind of energy and strength all throughout his spell. Because such kind of bowlers, they'll bowl their first 4-5 balls very quickly. As they come to the 5th and 6th ball, they may not have the same strength and stamina to do that. And that's what I'm talking. This was just bowled with a less pace. More of control maybe, sacrificing a bit of pace and trying to put the ball in the right area. But if I am captain of this team, I would still insist him to bowl with that quicker length. Because they have just lost a couple of wickets and they can get you into trouble. They need to get Piyush out. And if I am the skipper of this team, which I am not actually, but I would still ask this guy, bowler like him, to bowl with that quick pace, try and bowl the Yorkers and get this man out. Because Piyush is looking dangerous. If you're bowling the normal strength, controlled bowling, he'll take you and smack you into mid-wicket, cow corner and even square leg. So no point holding yourself back. You maybe concede a couple of runs extra, but you are in a possibility to get this man out. It's always fire against fire, especially with a batsman like Piyush. Yeah, that's the right length. What a good ball that was. Though it may have gone for a couple of runs, but that's a right approach. Wonderful ball that was. Into that Yorker length. And he wasn't able to connect it well. Take my word, that wasn't a shot of that much control. That was nicely picked up. But that's the right length and right line to bowl to him. Bowl into that block hole. Because you bowl into good length area, he's going to smack you over mid-wicket cow corner. Or bowl a ball which is heavy ball, which becomes big on him on his chest. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking. He has cleaned him up. That's the right length. That's what I was talking about. He reprieves himself. He has dropped this man twice, but he just came in and has got a very good batsman out. Piyush gets out after playing a scintillating innings of 37 balls, 43. Just considering the fact he played the first over as a maiden over, he has played a very good innings, 43, and he has been cleaned up by that man. That's what I was talking about. Did not take a backward step. Sai Prasad is the new man who has come in, but Harsh has bowled a very good ball. And I think again he should go for that big Yorker at the very first ball which the batsman faces. That would be again a big Yorker, I feel. That's a good line delivery and bowled with a lot of fire. And that's a tonic you get when you bowl a good ball. That's an incentive. You get a wicket, somehow you get that extra energy. He may have been hurt. His shoulder is dodgy. His leg is hurt. He may not be the bowler with having the perfect bowling action and a smooth run up or something, but he's bowling with a lot of fire and with a lot of pace. The ball's really going quickly. He's used a lot of shoulder into the bowling effort. Oh, almost got another. Harsh is making a great comeback. 93 runs at the end of over number 12. Just 4 runs and a very important wicket of Piyush. So in 2 overs, they've got 2 wickets and just given away 13 runs. Great comeback after the break. Oh, that's a cracking shot straight to the fielder though. There's some protection. These are 2 new batsmen who can run quick now. Is that Harsh again? No, that's not Harsh. Harsh has been brought in actually. Vishal Vodil bowled a very good over last over because he was hit for a fantastic six by Piyush Jigar Shah. And the very next ball he bowled a slower one. Then the next ball he bowled again the same delivery and he got the man out in the same area in the mid wicket region. But that's beautifully bowled. That's good change of pace by Vishal. It's a no ball. Oh my god. For overstepping. Cutting the side crease maybe. He's not happy with himself. They can't change. They can change the field because the batters are changed. They have taken a single, so there's a new batsman, other batsman I would say. He's on strike. What would be his choice? I strongly think that would be a not a slow one, maybe not a bouncer, maybe a normal controlled good length ball. That's a Yorker which he does. Very good choice of ball. That's a courageous choice of ball. In fact, a better one when you have on a free hit. Fantastic ball. So Vishal has that Yorker. Vishal has that normal good length delivery. Then he has a slower one, and at times he can also ball that short pace delivery. So you may not have the quick pace, but he has a lot of variation, this guy, and a very smart one. Oh, that's again a Yorker, beautifully bowled. In fact, not a Yorker, but the ball which is pitched up. But that's good length. That's good length, especially for the batsman who has come in new. And even if the balls are pitched up and they are closer to your body, it's not easy to hit them if the ball is moving slightly. I think there might be a slight hint of movement over there. Vishal is looking focused and he wants to perform. And he has performed well. In spite of being hit on the 6th of the previous over, he got a wicket off Jigar, who was going great. So both the set batsmen are back. This is a tough assignment for the new guys who are coming in. But this is good. That's a wide. Datta just trying to persuade the umpire to not giving it. That's how he tries to bowl, tries to take the ball away. Batsman, if his feet are rooted, you will not be able to score some runs. He needs to come into the line of the ball and perhaps play that shot into that covers instead of going to the other way. That's beautifully done. A very good over in which he has looked good. In spite of conceding that free hit, this man has looked good. A wide and a no in this over, but not a bad over considering the fact that he bowled the dot delivery and that no ball. Vishal Patil, what would be his choice of ball now? Will he bowl that shorter one now? Just so intrigued with this kind of bowling. Yes, it's a short ball. That's what he does. He changes and keeps different balls for different occasions. And that's good bowling. He does not have that monotony where the batsman can line you. He bowled a shorter one, he bowled a Yorker, he bowled the ball on a good length, then he also bowled a ball which is pitched up. So 5 different lengths in that space of 7 balls you must have seen. One of it was a wide. A good change of pace, length and line. This is wonderfully bowled. What a shot this is! Fabulous shot, straight as you get. Fabulous shot. He might have been beaten once or twice, but this was a shot of authority. Wonderfully hit. Just spoils a very good over.
Boosted energy, boosted life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic.
about getting literate. It's called being educated. Very good to see. Refreshing to see such people. I'm not blaming others who just throw the bottle there besides the rope. That can happen when you're fielding. You can put a bottle or two. But when you have a bin in front of you and you can just put it there, that's always good. Oh, that's wonderfully bold. Less pace, that's better. You may feel it's a ball which is, oh, this is good running. Fantastic, in fact. You made him run. Sai Prasad was made to run by Shailesh. That's showing some good energy, especially when you have a break of this kind where you haven't played for last 5 minutes or so. To keep your focus, keep your attention is more important. This is a very important phase for them because they've just scored 25 runs in the last three. In fact, the last over was a good one, 12 runs. That is super bowling. Good pace, the right line, the right length. Arun Madhu, he is not trying to be ambitious. He's not trying to give a lot of flight. Just trying to bowl it slow and putting it little away from the batter, Sai Prasad. That's good bowling. His overs are going to be crucial. That's again fantastic bowling. And that's a wicket. He gets his man, Arun. Good comeback over for him. In the first 2 overs, he was taken for runs. There, he has bowled a little slower and kept the ball little back. So adversity brings the best into them. Their main bowler wasn't allowed to bowl. He bowls it well. need to finish your overs in that stipulated time which you get of 90 minutes. But you get some reprieve when the ball is lost. You lost the ball quite a couple of times, and there were some injury concerns as well. So there would be some grace time which would be given. Oh, that's good bowling. That's outside the off stump though. The line was slightly alright, but he's bowling with a good pace. And the length is fine because it's neither short, it's neither pitched up. That's good bowling. Oh, that's nicely bowled again. This is class bowling by this man, keeping it tight when the previous over had gone for plenty, and then one of the better bowlers wasn't allowed to bowl because he did not complete that brief time which they have to complete before entering. He came in the 8th or 9th over, so he had been not allowed to bowl. So that was their concern. But what a good adversity has worked out for them in such a good way. Arun has taken a wicket and might still pick one more of Shailesh even. Oh, commentator's curse. Almost got the second one. That could have been icing on them, but it was a difficult chance and was traveling very quickly. That's a good set of balls being put together by the offie. That's beautifully bowled, in fact. And that's 2 in 2. 2 wickets for Arun Madhu. A very good wicket. In fact, it's a great batsman who got out. Shailesh can be very, very dangerous. He misses out. Both Sai Prasad and Shailesh are sent back by Arun Madhu's brilliant piece of bowling, slowing it down, keeping the pace a little backwards, and has got a couple of wickets. That's a very good batsman getting out. Shailesh could have been literally dangerous because the way he hit that straight hit down the ground was so awesome. And just that break in between and had just spoiled his concentration. He loses out. So ecstasy for one, agony for another. If the batsman on the other end was taken, he would not have been on strike. Shailesh, he went on strike. He lost his wicket. 109 for 5 at the end of 14 overs. A productive over, in fact, a very good over in which they got a couple of wickets, just 5 runs. A great comeback over for Arun, where he was hit for a few runs in the first 2 overs. He has made a good comeback. In fact, this is a strong comeback for the team even. He has got his team into a very strong position of strength. Arun Madhu's 2 overs. In fact, that over. Oh, this is not the way you should be bowling, Harsh. Especially after you get a couple of wickets, you should be bowling it more tighter. And Harsh was the one who got the wicket of Jigar. In fact, we got a wicket of Piyush. That's a good choice of 2 set of bowlers who have wicket takers. That is great choice by the captain. Oh, beautiful. Again, the length, the pace, just fine. Ddpl is a very strong unit. Even if they are lost wickets, they have some good batters. And this score can easily come together to 165. That's what they should be aiming at. Maybe expect around 60 runs in the next 6 overs. Maybe 61 in the next 6 overs, which get them close to 170, which would be a very competitive total. In fact, a very strong total. If you bowl well, you can defend those 170 runs. Ddpl are a very good set of players. I just saw some scintillating batsmen. We saw Jigar, who was looking great. Piyush Patel, who was taking chances. And Shailesh was like even looking very good. Even he got out. Now these two new batsmen have the responsibility on their shoulders. What a shot, but straight to the fielder. Now all the good shots are going to the fielders. That's what can happen. The momentum can change. Previously everything was heading boundary wards. Now all the good shots are even going. It was a true end of the bat, agreed. But that was a shot that could have fetched him 4 runs because there was no one fielding over there. He might just go for a big one. He does. And that is straight to the fielder at wideish long on. And that's great running. That is superb running. A small fumble. They just dashed off for a second run. It's not always the big boundaries and sixes that give you a lot of entertainment or joy or happiness or relation. It's those doubles which are run quickly, have a different kind of romance altogether. And that's beautifully done. And once you get those runs when you are in the initial stages of your, say, innings, that, as they say, that keeps your blood circulation going, gets that circulation going. Once you're warmed up, then it becomes easier for you to hit those big shots. Good couple of runs for this team, especially when they have lost a couple of wickets in the previous over. But that's beautifully bowled, equally well played. This is smart batting, consolidating and trying it, playing with a controlled kind of batsmanship over here. And this man, Harsh, he may have dropped a couple of chances, he may have got hurt, but he's bowling a very good over. This is how you make a comeback in life and cricket as well, where even if you had a bad day, you make good comeback with some good bowling. Harsh, he might just bowl a Yorker again. A slower one you wanted to, but the line was alright. Just trying too much variations. That's his USP is to bowl some quick balls and put them directly on that length which is difficult to drive, and maybe the Yorkers, or a very quick ball on the good length. He's trying to get some variations in which can get into trouble. His energy is not the same. That's not good ball. That has to be a beamer. That's a dangerous ball. That can happen if you're trying to bowl those Yorkers. Will that be the warning? We'll just see the umpire. Yeah, that's a beamer. And umpire would just tell the bowler that that's the first beamer. Yeah, that's the first warning. At times you can bowl a ball which is above the waist side as a spinner, but still you're not warned because the ball may not be that dangerous. But this was a dangerous delivery. He's not a spinner. He's a medium fast bowler, I would say. Oh, that's beautiful. Surya Kumar Yadav. That's not an easy shot. Outside the off stump, and just was nestled, cradled like a small baby over there. The ball on the bat and was just put in the place where he wanted to. This is not an over which you should be bowling, and especially his energy is little down. The energy which he had when he came into bowl the first over was brilliant. The ball was going with quick pace. Suddenly his pace has dropped, and he's trying to bowl some different deliveries, which is not good. He should be putting more effort now. He can go for the kill. Oh, that's beautiful. That's fabulous. That is using the pace of the bowler. The line alright, the length alright. Has it not gone all the way? Oh my, almost both of the batsmen kissing each other. How many runs for that? Batsman almost got a 3 runs. The one of the batsmen on the other end got 3 runs. Other one was just going for a single. Just 1 run in that. So 12 runs in this over, and a beamer which was bowled in that over. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. The score is 130. Remember, they were 80 at the end of over number 10, and they have got 50 in the next 6. Oh, that's a shot of lot of strength. What a shot that is. Up and over. Went very high. It may not have gone very much far behind the ropes, but that was a shot which went very high for a sixer. So they were pressing on for this bowler, and he has come in, but he has been treated with some fantastic hitting. He might go another. That's beautifully bowled, but good shot. It's always good. After hitting a sixer, you don't go mad. You just have to play the next ball prudently. Give it to your partner. Let him also have a go at him. 7 runs in the first 3 balls has taken the scoring to 137. This is turning out to be a good contest now. If they happen to get 33 runs more in the next 3.3 overs, that would be a good score. Oh, that's beautiful bowl. Very nicely bowled that is. Pitched on the right area. Well, at the most 2 overs now, Gurvineet. The 17th and the 19th. Oh, that's a full toss. That's hit very hard. In fact, there are 2 fielders over there. Both very close, wideish long off. And the extra cover. Very close to each other. And he's bowling it straight. So that's good selection of players over there. And there is a lot of protection on the offside. So they trust the strength of their bowler. And might just see another big hit coming in. They got 8 in this over. They get 9. A sixer and 3 singles. Pass urge now in signaled by the skipper from the dugout, and they get that. So 18th and 19th over would be power play overs. 139 at the end of 17 overs. Score is 139. Just add 30 runs to it. It become 169. They got 10 runs per over in the last couple of overs. 9 and 9 in fact. 18 runs in the last 2 overs. They need a bit more than that. They need somewhere around 11-12 runs per over to take this score somewhere close to 175. This is good running. Supreme. That is very good running. The batsman on the non-striking end was lightning quick. That's very well bowled. He's getting his line and length right, Harsh, in this over. That's how he bowled his first over. Pitch the ball in that difficult length. Don't go for those different deliveries. Get your Yorker in. He was going down the leg side, not putting a lot of energy. Yeah, this is how he should be bowling. He's been injured today quite a lot. Better he got out of the way of that ball. This is good bowling now. That's his strength. Don't try for their slower ones. Do not go for that length deliveries. Do not go for the balls which are down the leg side. Try and bowl into that channel, and he does not have to do the variations. His hard length is quite difficult to handle because he uses a lot of shoulder when he bowls. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Bowl into that length outside the off stump, just quick yorkers. Just try and bowl it straight. Try and hit those stumps if possible. And that's his strength, not the slow ones which he tries to bowl, not the sliding deliveries down the leg side, or the controlled ball which he tries to bowl with lesser pace. Lesser pace, he will be penalized. Let's see. What does he do? Use his pace. Oh, that's very well bowled again. Running between the wicket has been very good by these two guys. But this is a good over. A great over, in fact. They need a boundary every over in order to get the score somewhere close to 175. And if they get a couple of boundaries in an over, that would be icing on cake. They need a few in this over. Oh, that's nicely done. Wonderful bowling. Bowling the ball in the right areas. 144 for 6 at the end of over number 18. Fantastic over in the power play, and we just gave away 5 runs. That's a pass surge over. This pass surge over has to go for minimum 15, because one of them had gone for just 5. The next one has to go for 15 now. Just had a small call from the umpire, in fact the skipper. He has given them a target of 2 overs 30 runs to chase. That's some good tactics. It's not always when you chase you have a target in mind. Even whilst batting also, they have the skipper has asked 30 runs from them. Won't be easy to get against Vikas, but you need to have something in your mind. Maybe take this pass surge over for 13, 14, 15 runs and try and get 12, 13 in the next. Even if they don't get 30 runs, even if they get 24 in the next two, that's going to make a score which is somewhere close to 170. But that 170 would be a good figure to look out for. 160, opposition will feel you can get it. Once you get the 170 mark, that's always something which is psychologically far better than 160. Maybe late 160s also. That's good bowling. Vikas won't be an easy nut to crack, but he needed to devise ways to get runs of him. What a shot this is. This would be 4 runs. Is it, or 6 all the way? What a good shot. He was yorked, but what a wonderful flick shot that is. The helicopter has risen at the right pace. This is what. You should just play prudently. Play with the straight bat. The previous shot was cross-batted, a big heave. Instead, he waited for this one, came into the line of the ball and hit it beautifully. It's not always a strength. You need to use some proper cricketing technique as well. Not a good shot that was by Dada. Short balls, and that would be 4 runs. That was just short of the boundary, I think. What a good shot that. This was better. And that's how you anticipate. The previous ball which was pitched up, the ball was hit down the ground. The batsman was anticipating a ball which was on good length or maybe a shorter one. He got a shorter one and he disposed it off brilliantly. 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Boundaries in 2 balls. That's nicely bowled. A good comeback by the bowler. So 8 runs in this over along with those 2 boundaries and 2 dot deliveries. That's again good comeback by, oh, he's got him. Vikas Singh, he is down, but he has taken the opposition batsman out. This is some action. That's why I love this guy when he comes into bowl. But a very good innings coming to an end. He got a couple of boundaries in this over. He wanted one more. He hit a couple of sixes even. A good inning comes to an end. Vikas Singh bowling the final ball of his spell. He has given 8 runs in this over, has got a run out. Let's see whether they get a boundary of this last ball of the passage. 9 runs and a run out. So last 3 overs have been 9, 9, 5 and 9 now again. So they've got 32 in the last 4. Now that's good bowling, great bowling in fact. Just 8 runs per over in the 16, 17, 18 and the 19th over. Last over remains, and they have controlled this inning quite well. First 10 overs, 80 runs. I think that would be the same case. The next 10 would be going for 80 again. Generally when you get, after 10 overs, if you get 70, you add maybe 20 runs to it. Maybe 90 runs in the next 10. When you get 80, you expect 95 or 100 to be scored in the next 10. After especially just losing 1 wicket. So this is a good comeback of sorts by Just Cricket against some very good batting. They got a couple of wickets quickly. In fact, 2 wickets in an over from Harsh and Arun Madhu. That helped them. So the last over would be bowled by Gurvineet, and I just think this over is going to go for plenty. Maybe 12 runs. They may not have the best batsman. Gurvineet may be one of the better bowlers, but I just strongly think there would be some comeback for the batters. That's how you start off. A good catch over there by Javed. He gets a wicket of the first ball. Gurvineet, he is a strong bowler. That's why they can rate him so highly. He has got a wicket in his first ball of the final over. With 8 down now, 153 for 8. So 153 for 8. We are into the final over. Just 5 balls remaining of this very entertaining and intriguing encounter. A comeback of sorts by Just Cricket when Ddpl was going so well. They bowled well to control them. We saw some exciting batsmen in this team. Such a good team, Ddpl. That's a wide. Anything now the leg side is given as a wide. Very few umpires have the courage of actually letting it go, but generally if you go above the stumps, then it's given as a reprieve. Once it goes past the leg stump at stump height, it has to be a wide. Only time if it goes just somewhere close to that leg stump and above it. Now that's beautifully bowled. A Yorker, that would be a couple of runs. Connection is more important. They got 3 runs in this over so far. In fact, 4. They need a boundary. Maybe inside edge. Oh, that's nicely done. That would be a couple of runs minimum. Yes, they get it easily. That's good. That's good. That's good prudent running. Even if you're not getting boundaries, if you get couple of couples, that's as good as getting a boundary and next ball as a dot. So that's good. Maximizing every ball and making use of every ball and getting runs. You can easily get those 9, 10, 11 runs. And if you get a boundary in between, that makes a big over. Okay, they need a couple of boundaries ideally in the last over, but this doubles can also do. Oh, that's nice. That would be, oh, great save by Harsh. This man has saved 3 runs for his team. Good work, finally. That's what, he gets a time to make a comeback. This man has a rough day to all. He will have a lot of pain and injury when he goes back home. But he has bowled really well. Got his team back. When the team was finding it difficult, he got Piyush's wicket. And there is where the whole dynamics of the game changed. Piyush was looking good. Jigar was looking good. They both were dismissed. And that is where they got a chance to come back in the innings. Jigar was looking so good. Piyush was looking so good. And when these 2 guys got out, they got a opening which they are widened it now and made a very good opportunity for themselves. That's nicely hit, but that's good angles being covered by the skipper. They have got that long off very straightish. 7 runs in this over, a wide, a couple of couples and 2 singles. Last ball, if it goes for a boundary, it will become a good over. They wanted at least 12 to 15 in this last over, but he's again bowled so very well. He gave away 9 in his first over and he has come back to bowl the last over. Gurvinith. Oh, this is a very good shot. They have to go for the second one. There will be opportunity for a run out. No, he gets a couple. That's good. Those 2 runs might be pivotal in the end of the result. So 162 is what they set. 163 is what the opposition have to get. 80 runs in the first 10, 82 in the next 10. 163 is the target for Just Cricket. They should be happy with their performance, especially when they were 80 runs for 1 wicket, and that's good comeback. They conceded 82 in the next and got 7 wickets.
Boosted energy, boosted life. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic enersal, energize. INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic, INC iconic. boosted है life आयन से iconic enersal energize आयन से iconic enersal energize आयन से iconic आयन से iconic आयन से iconic आयन से iconic boosted है life. Iron से iconic enersal energize. Iron से iconic enersal energize. Iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से iconic, iron से energy, boosted है life. I am say iconic enersal.